Flowers are changing faster than most people realize. For a long time, most people thought of flowers in a simple way: roses for romance, lilies for sympathy, peonies for weddings, and a nice mixed bouquet when you wanted something pretty on the table. But the floral world is moving. Bouquets are becoming bolder, wedding flowers are becoming more sculptural. Florists are thinking more seriously about sustainability, seasonality, and climate. Customers are planning earlier, asking for more personal designs, and treating flowers less like a last-minute gift and more like part of a larger design story. So, in this first Bloom Brief, we are looking at the biggest floral trends changing flowers right now and what they mean if you are a florist, a wedding creative, or simply someone who loves beautiful flowers. The first major shift is toward bolder floral design. This does not just mean brighter colours, although colour is part of it. It means arrangements with more personality, more contrast, more unusual shapes, more flowers that feel expressive rather than perfectly polite. Florists Review has described 2026 as a year of fearless design, and that phrase captures the mood well. Flowers are being used less like decoration and more like a statement. Instead of a neat bouquet that quietly matches the room, the trend is moving toward floral work that changes the feeling of the room. Bigger forms, stronger silhouettes, more dramatic colour choices, designs that make people stop and look. The second shift is sculptural floristry. This is where flowers start to behave almost like architecture. You see arrangements that curve, rise, spill, suspend or frame a space. In weddings and events especially, florals are no longer just centerpieces on tables. They become entrances, ceilings, arches, installations, and immersive environments. For beginners, the easiest way to understand this is simple. Flowers are moving from pretty object to designed experience. A bouquet can still be beautiful, but a floral installation can tell you where to look, where to walk, where to take a photo, and how the whole event should feel. The third trend is the return of natural, meadow-style flowers. This is almost the opposite of tight, polished arrangements. Meadow-style flowers feel loose, airy, and a little wild. They often use softer stems, grasses, delicate filler, and flowers that look as if they could have been gathered from a field, even when the design is carefully planned. This trend matters because it makes flowers feel more emotional and less formal. It also connects to a bigger cultural interest in gardens, nature, local growing, and seasonal design. You might see this in wedding bouquets that look less round and more flowing, or table flowers that feel like a small garden rather than a formal display. The fourth shift is sustainability becoming normal, not niche. Floristry has always relied on fresh, natural materials, but the industry also uses packaging, transport, floral foam, refrigeration, imported stems, and event installations that may only last one day. Now more florists and customers are asking harder questions. Where did the flowers come from? Are they seasonal? Can mechanics be reused? Is there an alternative to floral foam? Can local flowers reduce transport? Can an event look beautiful without creating so much waste? This doesn't mean every bouquet becomes rustic or minimal. It means sustainability is becoming part of the design conversation. The Chelsea Flower Show has also been highlighting climate-aware planting and resilient design, which reflects the same wider shift. People want beauty, but they also want beauty that makes sense in a changing climate. The fifth trend is texture. Texture is one of the easiest floral trends for beginners to notice. It is the difference between a bouquet that looks flat and one that feels layered. Texture can come from grasses, orchids, seed pods, branches, ruffled petals, glossy leaves, dried elements, or unusual flower shapes. Westerleigh orchids, for example. has pointed to texture and mixed materials as part of the floral direction for 2026. This is why modern arrangements often include more than just soft blooms. They may combine delicate flowers with spiky stems, airy grasses, smooth orchids, or sculptural foliage. The result feels more interesting even before you know the names of the flowers. The sixth shift is more intentional buying. Around major flower holidays like Valentine's Day, reporting from the floral industry suggests customers are planning earlier, spending more thoughtfully, and looking for premium or more design-led flowers. That is important because it changes the florist's job. A customer is not always asking, "Can you send flowers today?" They may be asking, "Can you create something that feels personal, stylish, seasonal, and worth remembering?" This is where floristry starts to overlap with fashion, interiors, weddings, and personal branding. Flowers are not just gifts, they are signals of taste, mood, and meaning. So what does all of this mean? For florists, it means trend awareness matters. Customers may not use professional floral language, but they are seeing trends online. They are seeing sculptural weddings, wild bouquets, sustainable design, and unusual colour palettes. They may walk into a shop with a feeling before they have the words. For flower lovers, it means there are more ways to enjoy flowers than the classic mixed bouquet. You can notice shape, texture, season, colour story, and mood. And for anyone watching the floral world from the outside, the big idea is this: flowers are becoming more expressive. They are still beautiful, but now they are also editorial, architectural, seasonal, sustainable, personal, and sometimes surprisingly bold. That is what the Bloom Brief is here to follow. In future videos, we will break down the colour stories, wedding flower shifts, shop trends, sustainability changes, and viral bouquet styles shaping the flower world. Because flowers are not just blooming, they are changing.